Draft a roster of some of the premier NFL stars of today and possibly even yesterday.
A great pick here.
Take them to the field where you'll put it all on the line.
Dropping back to pass once again. Winston's airing it out. What an effort and a touchdown.
Your strategy.
Collect your favorite NFL players. Upgrade with stars from the past and present, and dominate your rivals on the field. This is the next level of fantasy football. This is where the season never ends. This is where legends are made. This is my ultimate team. What's yours? Select your uniform to start the customization of your ultimate team. Although you will be taking players. Now that you have a uniform, select your first team style. Once selected, you will receive players that will support the selected style. As you open packs, you have opened your team style pack. These players increase your selected style, but only if they're in your lineup. With the pass rush style, your defensive line will break off blocks easier, and your defenders will pursue the ball carrier more efficiently.
Before we do that, though, our first order of business is to select the man to lead your squad, the head coach. Keep in mind that the person you select will bring with him both the playbook and the style of play that he favors as a real NFL coach. All right, now that you've got your first player, be sure to keep an eye on your team's overall rating. It'll range up and down during the selection process, but your first pick was definitely a step in the right direction.
I'll forgive you in the end. What goes round comes back around. So I'll wait for you till then. If that's not enough, oh no, no. Tell me what would be enough, be enough, be enough, be enough. And what is love? If you're still searching for something, then what is love? If it's building up to nothing, we'll never see how far we've come.
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on.
Searching for something higher, higher, higher. We keep reaching up. Higher, higher, higher. Still not high enough.
You'll likely want to attempt to draft players that align with your team's style. To be successful in draft champions, you'll want to follow that model as best you can.
But we're still not high enough. Take my heart back from your hand.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front?
Taking back the best of me. If this ain't enough, no, 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 then I guess I had enough, had enough, had enough, had enough. And what is
How about that threesome? How do you throw two of those guys away?
something? And what is love? If it's building up to nothing, we'll never see how far we've come. If we keep looking at the sun. So
Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get them over the hump. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? One Philadelphia Eagle has already been taken in this draft. Could they double up and take another one here?
I have been crazy, but that's just alright.
And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
But that's just alright. Alright. My feelings, I don't hide 'em inside the
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Kind of an interesting choice there. I'm not entirely convinced that he's going to thrive in the system they plan on running. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. When you look at a choice like that, he's got both the talent and the skill set to really excel under what should be a very comfortable system for him to be a part of. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention.
Something special, baby. It's 'cause I was never broken by you.
Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. After the draft's complete, check out the draft summary screen. This will give you a rundown of your new. So that's the process of putting your team together. From here, you can either take a moment to modify your lineup or, heck, head right out onto the field to see how you do. All right, now you've reached the lineup screen. It might be time to make a few organizational decisions, so adjust your depth chart if need be.
I'm feeling hollowed out, rough to the bone. I'm scared of dying here all on my own. I'm a slave for you under factory heat, working my life away for something to eat. I've never known a world outside these walls. I've heard the stories that come and they keep me up, thoughts of living free.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make.
Won't knock me down, won't knock me down.
Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you up front? Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. One Philadelphia Eagle has already been taken in this draft. Could they double up and take another one here? So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? One thing's for sure, they can't help but get an impact player out of this round. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Well, the Cowboys had a few intriguing options on the board with the 16th pick of the 2014 draft, but they appear to have hit a home run with the selection of Zach Martin out of Notre Dame. Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two, and this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
What you give, you fall like a rope, you shake like a leaf. Baby, don't ever let go.
These are the rounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here.
Baby, don't ever let go.
And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Well, when you break down that pick, the talent's without question. But what's a little less obvious is how he's going to fit into this scheme.
Like a
And these guys have stuck to the game plan they had coming in, and I think they've executed it perfectly to this point. And with that, you've just wrapped up putting together your very first Draft Champion squad. From here, you can modify your lineup if you'd like, or if you're ready to go, feel free to jump right into game number 1.
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Lions enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are going to fit together. Their opponents here in this matchup will be the always tough Denver Broncos.
We're underway here. He'll have a chance to take off. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Smith's playing out of position in the backfield here. The Broncos get a first down. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Smith makes the catch. Gains 13.
Andrew Luck's so big and strong. He did this a lot in college, play action, and he does it here in the NFL, and that is a good job by him.
First and 10. Out of the eye, it's Johnson. They'll meet him this time behind the line.
The Broncos offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The defender able to knock it away. Now for the offensive starters. At wide receiver, he started his career with Peyton Manning throwing him the football in Indianapolis. Here is Pierre Garçon.
He is a solid NFL receiver. He can play the slot. He can get open on the short passes, and he's very strong competing for the football when it's thrown down the field. The Broncos put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
The Broncos lined up for the field goal. Didn't have the distance.
Well, that time the kicker just comes up short, just doesn't hit the football solidly, and you can always tell when it's spinning very hard end over end. That means he kicked it too low, and that's why it came up short.
The Lions snap it at the 41. Johnson's all over the ball carrier.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Newton lines up in the pistol. The Lions will take the snap from the 40. And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. Falls incomplete. Taking a look at this offense, at 6'4", one of the biggest threats in the game on the outside is Julio Jones.
Yeah, it's just one of those wide receivers, Jim, that can do everything. He can move on.
And they sack the quarterback, and that's a quick series, a 3-and-out. The Lions not punting. Going to go for it on 4th down. The Lions lineup. Split backfield. From the gun, Newton. Looking to go deep. That ball should have been picked, but instead it's knocked away incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Lions with a nickel look here on defense. The Broncos take it from the 33. Johnson's tackled down. As you take a look at this defense, take a look, too, at Captain Munnerlyn, who usually draws the other team's best wide receiver.
Jimmy played well for the Carolina Panthers, and every team now needs 3 or 4 cover corners. And Munnerlyn is one of those guys, like you said, he can cover anybody.
Coming to the line at the 27. Chris Johnson lined up in the backfield. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series. A timeout charge to the offense. Matt McBriar ready to boot this one away. They'll take it at the 20. The Lions have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart, and you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 35. At what point do you decide to go punt the football?
I think it's quite evident there's no threshold. They're going to go for it no matter what.
Back here to start quarter 2. We are deadlocked right now.
Before I say goodbye, I'd like to say good day. And I hope you say goodbye when they ask was it worth for you to pay. For my music, for press and play, for all the stress that went into my songs, my love and hate. The most honest I could be with you to date is to say thank you, Shady, for letting me be me with no holds barred. Thank you for the chance to enhance this old car, this old jar. And there's but 2 fine lines on a blank sheet, but so far these 2 lines point directly to my home on the mothership sonar. Valet UFOs, I go park. The dirty South needs a soap bar in the mouth of these MCs, but who am I to judge on what they love? I guess they enjoy being broken co-stars. And I'm soaking so hard from the sweat that I could take my clothes off. And the whole yard should sit back and shake the dough off. But I'm already gone. I got a vision like songs in an envelope like letters green, money, loan. Wolf packs in the cow's home. I'll keep making these albums. Yeah, you might have heard a dial tone, but I was on the other line when I hung up the phone. I send a postcard when I leave. I think about you when I dream. And when I'm up under the high beams, I reflect that shining. So you can feel the heat of light and light provide a son of Diane. Yeah, I come a long way from Dixieland. Take my hand.
I'm talking low riders, 77 DeVille's, L dogs, nothing but them legs.
Sitting on blocks in the front yard of the trailer park. One time for the single wide in the little crib. 2 times if you know what it's like to live with. 3 times in a row you've been laid on the red. 4 times before you did the same old, yeah. Baby done grown up. That beat like a grown up. And toned up, let the talk, I'ma go and hush. Just like Daddy taught me when I didn't have one. Now I'm happy for him, cause he got a bad one. I popped out of that easy bake, landed in Bama, clean and safe. Dropped out of high school, reason, hey, I'm already ready. Then they wonder why I speak this way. Man, you ain't never seen this place. Well, here's your American pie. It's a Dixie piece of cake.
I got that. Be more in me, yeah, that's my problem. I rep my city, yeah, I got her. What you heard? Be wildin'. You got me. I'm from the bottom. Oh yes, Lord. Walk like I'm talk like I'm Mackin'. The projects love me. Your boy was happening. I'm finna kill her. I'm on 100. I done hit the ceiling. I'm thinking we go for dollars. And my brothers keep a Nino at the Carter. The equalizer. I'm deeper, wiser, handsome, smarter. Make all the ambulance. Don't stand a chance to spot her. Oh no, I'm out the west side. Just ask my grandma. I used to move the pack, had a pack to blammer. Step with, and ain't no cap or gamma. And now we laughing to the bank like nana. Women.
No sunshine, I'm feeling better. Watch them all scattered at each other. If your daddy did, can't make him proud of you. Little boy, how you make it out of it?
I got that hustler's desire, that fire burning. I got that voice in the hood mixed with that how you learning. Nah. They bugging with me. They not on my planet. Why should I panic? Should be thanking the Lord that I'm building a ship so you won't drown in the midst of the flood. Cause I'm giving you privacy. They watching me properly. I'll be switching it up like the gear on a bike. Play if you want, say what you want, hear what you like. But take what you need cause it did in your life. Fake if you want, I'll be there on the flight. Free my ghetto, cause we the ghetto. Real boy, cut strings, we don't need your pedal. They say it's levels. Well, you can't see my level. This a reach, you would need the devil. He would need a shovel. I'm deep, all I beat is odds. All I get is that, at least I know. All I need is God, and I can bridge the gap. Keisha Cole, OMG, he's so cold. I know it's me, at least I'm told. Low spring, rap back to life. Need some soul. You can ask my grandma. I wrote because I miss my dad. You can ask my mama. In the head, ain't no happy camper. Now I'm the best rapper alive. Nah.
Lost souls and things. From what we're told, there ain't no kings in the caution tape. Why is our honest dollar so hard to make? No sunshine, I'm feeling better. Watch them all scattered at each other. If your daddy did, can't make him proud in the little boy, how you make it out of it?
So come on, baby, take my hand. down now. To the ground, to the ground, to the ground now. Shake it, now, shake it, now, shake it, make your boyfriend jealous. Shake it, now, shake it, now, shake it, make your boyfriend jealous. I know you want a baller, baby, I understand. Who's wearing all that jewelry and expensive name brands? But I can show you something that ain't none of them can. Cause I ain't too cool to dance. Cause this right here is my jam. So come on, baby, take my hand. If you ain't too cool to dance, if you ain't too cool, let's boogie again, boogie again. Oh, stop now, boogie again, boogie again, boogie again, boogie again, boogie again. If you ain't too cool to dance. You see, I'm cool, but I ain't too cool to dance. We can move, walk right out here. If you ain't too cool to dance. Don't you wanna be automatic? Don't you wanna live automatically? Say you wanna, say the word. Miracle, miracle kiss. You don't think twice, you don't think about it. Someone else, someone else, someone else. You don't think about you, oh no. Don't you wanna be automatic? Don't you wanna live? Don't you wanna be automatic? Don't you wanna live? Don't you wanna be automatic? Don't you wanna live automatically? Say you wanna, say the word, and you can. Liberal, liberal world. I won't tell your friends, I won't tell your mother. Out of this, out of this, out of this world. You don't make this right, you will know. Don't you wanna be automatic? Don't you wanna live? Don't you wanna be automatic? Don't you wanna live? Don't think twice, don't think. Take that right, take it. Won't you say the word? 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 And you can. Don't you wanna
1 week in and feeling good. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Draft Champions. The Giants interplay with that first win under their belts, and they look good doing it too. Their opponents here in this matchup will be the always tough Denver Broncos.
This game has officially begun. Johnson's going to test the coverage this time. And it's John Beeson who makes the tackle. That return's good for about 19. The Broncos approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Johnson lined up as the single back. First down at the 29. Johnson off the left side. This offensive line today will be leaned on to protect their quarterback as well as opening up some running lanes. The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. Riley Cooper with the catch. Cooper's tackled down at the 45.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
First down here after the completion. Looking long. And a near pickoff that time by Nelson. He has a nose for the football like no one else. Rob Ninkovich.
You said it right. Every time we have him in a game, you just all of a sudden look up. There's a sack by Ninkovich. There's another tackle. There's causing a fumble. He is a tremendous player.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Set up now at the 42. First down at the 42. Chris Johnson with the catch. Peppers able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Broncos step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Wants to go deep, and that's Ialoka, who almost had the interception.
Well, when it's third and long in a situation like this, I'm going to look at it from the defensive side. You know they're going to be careful, so make sure you come up and just make the tackle so they don't get those yards after the catch or a long run.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Broncos come to the line. First down marker is at the 32. Catch made by Riley Cooper. Gains 15.
The Broncos put themselves in a terrible situation. Third and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Cooper has the reception. The Broncos now move the chains. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Out to Cooper. Touchdown. Marching right down the field for an opening score.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Ross has got it. On the right side, split out wide. First down at the 33. The defense gets a sack.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Ryan takes it from the gun. Odell Beckham Jr. has the ball. 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Giants need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. The Giants will punt the football. Johnson's got it at the 17, and that's a gain of 10. The Broncos coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay impressive in this situation.
Catch made out to Riley Cooper. First down here. And intercepted. Welcome back. We're about to get back underway here in this one. Here's the football resting at the 43. Fleener's a receiver all the way out to the right. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Gains 19. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
The play clock's running down. That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snapping the football before the play clock runs out. The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch the play clock.
The Giants have it at the 29. The play is made by Beckham.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
And now Ryan's going to take off. What a catch. Touchdown. The second quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. It's a good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
Inside of the uprights. Ryan Suckup ready for the kickoff. Johnson's got it. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Johnson's lined up as the single back. Luck, handoff. Levy's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Broncos know one of the worst things you can do in the NFL is lose yardage on a run play. They do it that time on second down, and now they have third and long, and the coach is going, well, what do you want me to call? Not many things can work on third and long.
Loss of a couple that time. Riley Cooper with the catch. The Broncos come out in a jumbo set. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. Picks up 8 here.
Johnson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. The Broncos from the 37. And the give now to Chris Johnson. Only 35 yards to the end zone. 2nd and 8. Catch made by Riley Cooper. That's his 8th catch of the day.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Luck's completion percentage 70% on the day. Chris Johnson takes the handoff.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3-step drop. Vance McDonald with the reception. Broncos in the end zone. That touchdown appears that it will secure them the halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
The Broncos for the point after. Extra point is good. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Jackson's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 30 and brought down at the 35. The Giants offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together.
And he's taken down.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
The Giants snap it at the 26. What a catch by Odell Beckham Jr.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
Wow, partner. I think a lot of us need to get our eyes checked. That looked like an interception.
Man, speak for yourself. Yeah, the play was close, but if there's just like in baseball, it goes to the receiver, and that time I think it was a tie.
It's into the surefire hands of Odell Beckham Jr.
When you're trying to score some points at the end of the first half, the best way to do it when the time is against you.
Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. And just before the half, they battled back and tied the game. That could do a whole lot for the mood of that locker room at the break, Phil.
No question, Jim. It just gives you an emotional lift to find a way to tie a football game up right before halftime. That was a nice drive and a good job done by the offense.
The Giants ready to boot the football down the field. It'll be a touchback. The Broncos offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
The Giants will come out in the dime.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
First down at the 20. Luck throwing it long. The ball is knocked out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Second down following that incompletion. One more snap, and we'll head to halftime. Stands in the pocket. Almost intercepted that time. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're underway in the second half now. Which team will be able to open up a lead here? And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Giants ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy. But
oh, this kid could put up the highlights. Beckham again with the catch. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Just moments into the third quarter, and they've wasted no time asserting themselves, finding the end zone, and going in front, Phil.
Well said, Jim. They did not waste any time on the offensive side, but I'll say this, the defense, they wasted halftime. They must not have been listening to their coach.
The point after try is in the books. The Giants getting set for the kickoff. Johnson's going to start his return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Broncos talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Johnson is in the backfield. The Broncos take it from the 23. McDonald's going to pull in the bullet pass.
The Broncos, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
The reception by Moncrief. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Johnson lined up as the single back. Throws the pass. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Chris Johnson lined up in the backfield. Gains 19.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
Lee Smith with the reception.
The Broncos just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Coming up, second down. Johnson's got it on the handoff.
Well, before we see this third goal situation here, Jim, in the second half, we know a touchdown ties the game. if they don't make it, are they willing to go for it on 4th down?
Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 13. And it's batted down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
And converts on the 3.
That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
Jackson's running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Giants offense coming back onto the field after a touchdown drive the last time they had it, and they certainly attacked that secondary and got there via the pass.
Well, Jim, let me ask you this. How would you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? Because you're over there, you don't know what's going to happen. No matter what you call, you feel like, hey, the quarterback's hot. He's probably going to beat.
It's intercepted. Tackles made.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
The Broncos are getting their offense geared up here. It's going to be interesting to see, Phil, how they react, because I know there was a letdown the last time they had it. They kept the ball for a long time. They picked up a whole ton of yardage, but ended up with only a field goal. So let's see how they react now.
Jim, I think you're right. I think they were disappointed in the fact that they executed so many plays and ended up with a field goal. Let's see if they come out and look for something a little more dynamic where they don't have to have those long drives. Look for big plays instead.
2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff out of the I formation. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now. Good job that time by the defense. They stop them short on 3rd and goal. What will the offense do? I'm sure the defense is hoping they go for it.
No, it's not. It's a fake.
I like the idea that time. They had the fake field goal pass on. It had everybody fooled, but it's hard to throw that pass in a situation like this. Who's throwing it? It's not the quarterback. But shame it didn't work.
Ryan's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Beckham's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Giants offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the 4th quarter. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. 2nd down now. Ryan's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Long ball to Deshaun Jackson. Clutch catch. Touchdown. That touchdown may have given them all the points they need to put this game away, partner.
Well, they've controlled it almost from start to finish, Jim, so that drive was impressive. Now let's see if their defense can just finish it off. If I had to guess, I like their chances.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Johnson's going to test the coverage here. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Broncos offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went for it on 4th down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it?
Absolutely.
1st down, about 3.5 to go here in the final quarter. The Broncos break huddle and show a jumbo look. McDonald makes the grab. McDonald's tackled right at the 42.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple of scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Cooper has the reception. That's a pickup of 14. Ninth catch today so far. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. First down here after the completion. Smith makes the catch. Smith's got the first as he's brought down. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
First down and 10. It's caught by Dante Moncrief.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Now on first down. Every snap's crucial the rest of the way. First and goal to go. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. The Broncos will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on second down. Coming up to the line at the 4. Andrew Luck will be taking this one from the gun. Second and goal from the 4. Leaps up and comes away with it.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
A huge third down play on the way. Third and goal from the 1. He's drilled as he throws.
The Broncos go with the pass that time on third and short. The defense was ready, and they stopped the pass. Now we have a fourth down situation.
Should be what we call a gimme.
The kick is good. Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
Jackson's got a chance for a return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Giants taking the field on offense, coming up a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
The Giants have it at the 24. Adams is the one who made the big stop.
Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
Ryan's got it in the gun. Going for the deep ball. Oh, it almost picked off that time. Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up third down. Ryan from the gun. Launching it deep. What a catch. One-handed.
They know if they give up a first down, the game is probably over. They get fooled and they give it up. Probably why they're going to lose.
At line of scrimmage, the 36. First down following the long play. To the ground. Wide to the left.
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Finds his mark, and he'll step out of bounds. The Broncos will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
The Broncos stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. A little jumpy there by that defensive front. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Takes the knee. Third down now. Ryan gives it up. Ball is out.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First and goal. And here's the toss. Runs it across. Touchdown. That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting to end it like this late in the game. Man, you enjoy victories like this. They wanted more excitement, more tension, more decision-making, the second guess in the NFL, and now they're going to have it. This two-point conversion, more teams are going to do it because they don't want to kick the extra point from the 15-yard line.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.